As one who advocates for children and adolescents, I call myself the children and the adolescent ambassador. I want Hello everyone, this is Chichi Dagogo Wariso, aka the Storybook Lady as I like to call myself, aka Blossom Kids Corner, to give us tips to building a healthy relationship with our teenagers. Because if you build a healthy relationship with your teenagers, you will be able to intercept all these problems as they come along the way. Excuse me, please. So like I was saying, steps to building a healthy relationship with our teenagers. First of all, early identification. We need to identify the problem first. You don't need to go ask the child, what's wrong with you? Why are you behaving like this? That child doesn't know. That child is suffering from raging hormones. Hormones are running here and there in the life of that child. So she doesn't even understand what she's doing. She doesn't understand why she's behaving the way she's behaving. So we as parents, we need to understand, because we have experienced it. We have gone down that path. So we need to identify these markers early. Now, what are these markers? Change in sleep pattern. If you have a child who naturally goes to bed at 9 p.m. and then all of a sudden he wants to stay awake, what's wrong with you? I can't sleep. Or what's wrong with you? I don't know. I'm just not feeling sleepy. Watch it. Watch it. If you also experience change in eating habits, maybe they've started taking drugs. Maybe they've started taking alcohol, because all those things that are chemicals that trigger hunger. There are chemicals that trigger hunger. Some of them trigger hunger. Some of them reduce hunger. So you need to watch all of that. Also, decline in interest in normal activities. Once you notice anything different in the behavior of your child, maybe your child is somebody that used to be very lively, wants to help out in the kitchen. All of a sudden, he or she wants to stay on his own, doesn't want to come out. I don't feel like coming out today. I don't feel like talking to anybody today. I'm having mood swing and all of that. Please watch it, okay? Watch it. Also, increase demands. At this puberty stage, they know what they want. It's not like your 5-year-old that will say, oh, mommy, I needed to take me to Kilimanjaro, like my son will always say. Oh, mommy, I needed to buy me ice cream. Mommy, I needed to buy me that. No, your child will definitely come with a definite request, because then their demands have increased. Mommy, please, I need you to buy me a laptop. Mommy, I need data. Mommy, they now come with explicitly definite demands. Watch it. Don't say, my child is growing. It's not just about your child growing. It's the fact that your child is changing and you need to follow up with that change. Also, competition with peers. Maybe you buy a bag, or maybe school, okay, like now we're waiting for schools to resume. And then school resumes, and the bag they were using just before the lockdown, in your own opinion, the bag is still okay. And then your child resumes school, first day, second day, I'm like, mommy, please, I don't like this bag again. Why? What happened? No, like, let me use my daughter's best friend's name. Her name is Beverly. You say, no, mommy, Beverly's mom bought her a bag that in fact, the bag can even open the zip by itself. The bag can close the zip by itself. That bag is really cool. I think I like that kind of bag. Watch it. That's competition. That child is trying to compete. So you have to make them know that they should live within their means. You have to be able to communicate with your children. So be vigilant, identify all these early markers. Secondly, understand the transition. That child is going through a phase. He's moving from childhood to teenagehood. So it's a phase. Like I say, whenever anything comes with hood, you see motherhood, childhood, parenthood, as long as there's a hood over it, there are so many things that are in it that we do not know yet. So we need to understand the transition that child is going through and follow them. They are exposed to a lot of emotions. They begin to become angry, they begin to become jealous, they begin to become irritated. A lot of times they are confused. They begin to exhibit non-compliant attitudes. They begin to experience dislike or show dislike towards certain people, show irritation. Mommy, this person irritates me. Why? I don't know, but the person just disgusts me. I don't like the person. Now, for that child to know that he or she doesn't like that person, then that child is going through a phase. So it's not for you to judge that child. It's for you to counsel the child. It's for you to make them know that you don't need to hate people. You can avoid people if you feel you don't want to have any interaction with them, but don't dislike anybody. At this age too, they also begin to become very secretive. They begin to want their privacy. It's like my 13-year-old brother. His name is Munachi, and we were all there when Munachi was born. We all carried Munachi. We bathed Munachi. We fed Munachi. We changed his diaper. But I try to understand why Munachi can't allow me enter into the room where he's changing. And I'm like, come on, young man, I carried you as a child, but that's the transition we're talking about. Now he can't even expose his body to his elder sister because that's the age. He's a teenager, and you have to give him that respect. That goes to our before then, transfer knowledge. You need to transfer the knowledge you know about those issues into your children. Talk with your children. Communication is key. Communication is key. Talk to your children, and then please respect them. That's what I wanted to say about Munachi, my brother. You need to give him that respect. You don't just barge into their room because, why? The house is my own. I built the house. I gave birth to you. No. They are all individuals in their light. I learned that the hard way. So you have to give your child the respect that he or she deserves, especially at that age, because it helps to build their confidence. If they know that their mom respects them, if they know that their father, as old as he is, or their mother, as old as she is, will knock on their door, so they too will also respect any other elder too and knock on the person's door. Respect, they say, is reciprocal. If you respect your children, if you give them, their views, please, decisions. Thirdly, again, build a beautiful rapport with your children. Make your home interesting. Make your home in such a way that your children are your friends. Try to draw a line of balance. Find a of your children. Be their first friends. Be their best friends. Be their confidant. If you're able to build that relationship with your children will confide in you. That takes us to the next advice. Relationship, trust and acceptance. Trust and acceptance. You need to build that trust in your children. Don't go monitoring them. Don't go searching their bags. Now, if you do that, your child will never trust you, and your child will begin to hide things from you. And doing that will bring up attitudes like lying, stealing, hiding, and disrespect. So don't go spying around them. Don't go snooping around them. Give them the benefit of doubt from a young age, especially for those of us who have young children who are still coming up to become teenagers. Build that trust in your child. If you notice that your child has started telling lies, start from now to nip it in the bud. Correct the impression, that impression that of lying. Correct it in the life of your children. The impression of stealing, correct it in the life of your children. Make them know that it is a sin. Make them know that it is not good to engage in all these things because it will affect their future tomorrow. Finally, communication. Communicate with them. Sit down and discuss sex education with your teenager. Discuss drug use and abuse with your teenager. Discuss the opposite sex with your teenager. Don't go telling them if a boy touches you, you get pregnant. That thing didn't, it worked in our age because we were more innocent. But the world is now digital. Tell them exactly how copulation occurs. Tell them the process of intercourse and how pregnancy occurs. That way they will be more equipped with better information, and whenever they find themselves in such situation, no, my mommy told me that if a boy does this with a girl, this or that will occur. If they keep saying, oh, my mommy said, oh, my daddy said, you will see that all these people who go around hurting children, who go around messing up with children, will not be given that opportunity. Communicate with your children. It is key. Proper communication can help the child talk about bullying and abuse. If you create an enabling environment with your children, your child can open up to you and tell you when he or she is being abused. He can tell you when he or she is being bullied, so that you can also correct it. And finally, get help when needed. If you feel that you have done all these things and yet it's not working, please get help. There are child psychologists, there are mental health experts, there are pastors. If you feel you need spiritual help, there are pastors. There are people in different areas of life that can help you out with your children. There are child counselors all over the place. Please seek help. And if you do not be shy, do not be afraid, do not be ashamed to seek help. If you don't seek help early, you're going to cry tomorrow. Like my auntie will say, if your child doesn't cry for you at a tender age, you would cry for that child at an older age. So please, mommies and daddies, I implore you, I beg you, I command you, I order you to be vigilant with your children. And if we do that by the grace of God, our children will be better, will become better people that will eventually affect the society and the world at large. Once again, this is Chichi Dagogo Wariso, aka the storybook lady, as I like to call myself. Signing out.